Well, Tommy has completely proved me wrong. Yeah. Well, I completely got my predictions wrong for the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight. After the third round, I already knew Tommy was gonna win. But yeah, no, obviously I did say Jake Paul in the fourth. I had a little bet with my mum with Jake Paul in the seventh. A little mix up. Yeah, Tommy controlled that fight the entire way through. Unreal performance from him. You cannot take that away from him. I'll have some highlights going on while I'm talking as well. Tommy, that left jab is insane. He was just clocking Jake back with every single day of the week. There's nothing you can fault in that fight with Tommy. The one thing I'll say with Jake, it wasn't his fight. For me, Jake, he just didn't perform like I thought he would have. Obviously comparing it to fights like Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley, he showed a lot more boxing ability in those fights. But Tommy really did show how it is to fight a professional boxer. And honestly, I really did enjoy making that video of me thinking how I would genuinely thought Jake would win. However, I did title the video Jake Paul would easily win Tommy Fury. So yeah, I'm waiting for them. Yeah, that's not gonna end well. The Instagram DMs have already started rolling in, so that's gonna be great fun to deal with. But yeah, I just enjoyed making the video, and obviously you're not gonna get all your predictions right. That's not how things work. But I honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed the fight. I thought there was a bit too much clinching from Jake, but that was just purely down to the fact that how Tommy was just constantly peppering Jake down with his jab. And that's all he did. Tommy really did show his professionalism and how much he actually, works for boxing. He's just staying behind the jab in that long range fighting because he has the reach. And yeah, that's how he really won the fight. Obviously, Jake put him down in the eighth, but it did look like a slip. Obviously, it is a knockdown, but it is more of a slip now. It is just a nice little boop on the nose from Jake. But obviously, it's going to score. But honestly, Tommy was unreal. Looking back on that fight, compared to his last fights, completely improved. Like, Tommy, I was studying, before I made that video, I was studying Tommy's fights. I was watching all of them, comparing them to Jake's fights, and comparing the two fighters. I thought Tommy was awful. I genuinely did. I looked at him and was like, okay, he has power. That left hand is really, really good. The pressure is good. But that's all I really saw. And I compared the opponents, obviously the 8 wins, 256 losses records from Tommy's opponents. But Jake just didn't show up on the night. I think we can all agree on that. The way Jake fought is not normally how I thought he would have fought. But that is purely just down to how good Tommy Fury was. And he deserves all the credit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Jake Paul fan whatsoever. I just thought he would win against Tommy Fury. I don't really like either of them because I'm a KSI fan. Yeah, I'm gonna get hate for that. But yeah, no, I'm a big KSI fan, so I ideally will support KSI. 'Cause I wanted Jake to win in a way that KSI doesn't have to fight Jake and Tommy, because I don't fancy KSI against Tommy now. I didn't really in the first place, but that's going to be a very difficult fight if that even goes ahead, because now KSI has a lot of improvement to do and with opponents wise. But I'll save that for another video. But thoroughly, I thought Tommy Fury, round of applause, because that performance was professional as it gets. As I said, staying in the long range, because Jake really does, excel in the short range and mid range. As I said in that video, he does really excel there. So yeah, no, genuinely, really, really did prove me wrong. I made a little post. You'll see this the day after the fight. Obviously it's really, really late. It's 11:30 of recording time right now. So the fight is just finished. I did really enjoy the fight. I hope you all enjoyed the fight as well. Let me know what you thought of the fight. I genuinely did think the judges got it right with the split decision. So yeah, very, very enjoyable experience. Obviously, it was a bit annoying because I was in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get rinsed because I said Jake Paul will win easily. Clearly not. Honestly, that's how it is. It's fun making those sort of videos. I hope the same outcome doesn't happen with Tank versus Garcia, because I really want Tank to win that fight. As I said, I was a huge Tank fan in that video. So yeah, if you do want to go check out them videos, be my guest. But obviously, I have indeed very, very badly gotten the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury prediction wrong. But it was enjoyable making them videos, and the fight here, it was a really, really good fight. I honestly thought Tommy throughout the whole fight was amazing. Jake was just not great. I think Jake really does need to work on his jab, especially against Tommy. Obviously, that rematch will happen. But if Jake does not work on his jab, because it was kind of like he was only looking for the right hand. Don't get me wrong, he did catch Tommy with a few left hooks that were actually really, really good. But Tommy just ate them and came straight back. But it was good pressure from Jake. He showed, ability at times. But to even last the 8 rounds of Tommy, when Tommy would drag Jake in and then starts bombarding him with punches, it really did show the chin or the sort of strength of Jake to stay on his feet. So yeah, that was really, really impressive from Jake, in my opinion. Tommy completely deserved the fight. I don't think in any universe you could look at that fight and say Jake Paul had a sniff of winning. On the night. Obviously beforehand I backed him. It is what it is. But yeah, no, Tommy should definitely be very, very proud of that performance. He was absolutely excellent. Jake definitely needs to improve, especially for the rematch. But yeah, I was very, very impressed with Tommy. So yeah. Let me know what you thought of the fight in the comments below. Let me know what you think the rematch will go like. Will it be the same result, or will Jake maybe get his revenge? But yeah, if you did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button down below. Make sure to subscribe if you like gym, boxing, fitness, or sports content. We have a lot of it here. And yeah, hope you have an amazing day. Don't rinse me too much in the comments for my bad predictions, please. And yeah, have an amazing day, guys. And peace.